blade razor, weighted handle, shave gel, and a travel cover. All for just $3 plus free shipping. Just go to harrys.com and enter 5500 at checkout. That's harrys.com, code 5500.
It's time for Farm and Ranch headlines on the Southeast AgNet. I'm Tyron Spearman reporting. Peanut planting season is upon us, and peanut farmers are being warned to not get in a hurry. Increased speed can cause skippy and non-uniform stands, according to the peanut specialist. They said if you plant in non-irrigated peanuts, make sure you do not apply the moisture at the right way. In dry land, remember to irrigate at least 1/3 to 1/5 inch before planting. Adding cold water from irrigation after planting in hot or dry conditions can shock your peanuts and lead to erratic germination and skippy stands. Remember, weed control is important. Try to plant in a clean field and stay ahead of any problems. On the marketing side, contracts are still stuck around that $500, $525 per ton. No changes in the April figures compared to last year. They said that exports will be down 12% for the coming year. Total supply of peanuts will be enough domestically, but a lot of farmers are planting corn, and that may decrease the number of acres of peanuts that are available. USDA estimates the ending stocks will be 1.1 million tons next year, and domestic food use of peanuts and peanut butter will rise only 1%. So planting time is here, and we hope everybody gets those peanuts in the seed, and we can record the acres and get a good crop coming our way.
The Environmental Quality Incentives Program, or EQIP, is a continuous sign-up program allowing landowners or operators to apply for financial and technical assistance from many types of conservation practices. And USDA's Natural Resources Conservation Service in Florida has made it easy to get more details. Just log on to www.fl.nrcs.usda.gov. You'll find links to more detailed information on the overall EQIP program, or simply stop by your local NRCS office.
I'm Tyron Spearman for Southeast AgNet.
While we may disagree a lot, we do agree Rural King's our favorite place for spring planting.
Yeah, but we've got to focus. Roses, a couple flats of impatiens, and a spade.
A shovel? I'm thinking tiller.
We do not need a tiller.
Wait, a mower. Those no zero turns are sweet.
Focus. Roses, mulch, shovel, impatiens.
Jeez, talk about impatient.
Can I help you?
Yeah, chainsaws.
Let's go.
I'm almost done mowing this section.
Ridiculous.
When it really counts, depend on the source for the latest weather updates, keeping you ahead of the storm. 96.3 FM, 1370 AM, The Source.
We'll have plenty of sunshine today. High today 86 to 90, then becoming clear this evening. Low tonight 62 to 67. Tuesday will be sunny to partly cloudy. High tomorrow 87 to 90, then partly sunny skies on Wednesday. High on Wednesday 87 to 90. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Holly Holdren.
You know what you want to do in retirement, but do you know how to get there? Join Gary and Don Crawford of Pinnacle Retirement Advisors for Retirement with Pinnacle, Saturday mornings at 9 to get answers to your retirement planning questions. Plan today so you can do the things you've always dreamt about doing in retirement. Don't miss Retirement with Pinnacle with Gary and Don Crawford, Saturday mornings at 9. Firm offers insurance services. Investment advisory services offered only by duly registered individuals through AE Wealth Management, LLC.
This hour of Ocala Talks is brought to you in part by Blockers Furniture. Go see all their specials at blockersfurniture.com.
This is Ocala Talks with Tom Schmidt, bringing stories that are important to our community in and around Ocala. Plus, of course, a splash of sports as well. Now, here's your host, Tom.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks on a Monday. I am your host, Tom Schmitz, coming to you from the palatial studios of WOCA Radio, located just off the runway at the Ocala International Airport in a bright, sunny Carolina blue sky, brick city beautiful, Ocala, Florida. Yeah, everybody goes, what do you mean Carolina blue? Well, if you're not a Tar Heel fan, that's your problem, not mine. So I'm joined in the studio right now by Cindy Hooker from the Boys and Girls Clubs of Marion County. She is the Director of Operations. And then an old friend, Patrick. I never knew. You know, is it Dolder?
It's older with a D, and it's getting to be that way, Tom. You know, and it's when I had that name as a kid, I thought Dolder. Now that I'm older, I know why I got Dolder.
He owns Pals of Ocala Auto Repair, and he's a very, very big supporter of the Boys and Girls Clubs of Marion County. And both of you are here to tell us about an event that's coming up.
Yes, sir. We have our second annual car show coming up.
Second annual car show. Tell us about that, Cindy.
So our car show will be this Saturday, April the 30th, from 8 o'clock until 1 o'clock. And Patrick was one of the original people who started the car show to help fund our summer program at the Boys and Girls Club.
Patrick, what is it that you see why is it you decided to get involved with something like the Boys and Girls Club? Because the Boys and Girls Club's near and dear to my heart. I've told April Savarese, your boss, numerous times that Robert Haygood, who ran the Boys and Girls Clubs of Brookhaven, Georgia, pretty much saved me from probably a life of prison. Because I was teetering one way or the other, and he goes, let me get you off the streets, because I'd been put out by my parents at 17, and he took me in, got me a job at the Boys and Girls Club as a volunteer originally, then hired me. So the Boys and Girls Club is very near and dear to my heart. What is it that brought it as an important thing for you, Patrick?
Well, I joined a club, business club in Ocala called Ocala Business Leaders. And in Ocala Business Leaders, I met April Savarese, who is the CEO of the Boys and Girls Club. And we were supporting the Boys and Girls Club as another club. And I went to a couple of their events, and I just saw the need for young people in our community. And, you know, our business is cars, and we do a lot of old cars. So I like to get the kids involved with the old cars and show them, you know, what things used to be like and what they're like now. And just the whole operation. April does a wonderful job of networking in the community. And, you know, these kids that are there are hardscrabble, just like you, Tom. I mean, it's really dire circumstances. And that club is really their social outlet. That's the only place they have to go after school and when school's not in session. And, the club provides meals for them. They provide a stable environment with good entertainment and good teaching tools for the community.
Yeah, I think, Cindy, that's missed on a lot of people, is the Boys and Girls Club 40 years ago was an athletic situation where you taught boys mainly, girls became girls, but the Boys Club and then the Boys and Girls Club taught children work ethic and all through sports. It has evolved now into a life lesson in education in how to cook. There's cooking for some of them, how to use computers, how sports as well. But there's a lot of socialization that has nothing to do with the old model of just sports. And then, Patrick, you touched on something. Not only that, but this is a lot of kids that go to this program. Their last meal of the day they get is the snacks and food they get at the Boys and Girls Club, because mom and dad or mom or dad may not have the wherewithal to have enough food on hand. So the Boys and Girls Club, Cindy, really, really does cover children in ways that if you don't know that they're in that kind of peril, you would have no idea.
Now, we are very fortunate to have some really great partners here in town, too. Chick-fil-A and Wawa donates every week to the club, and so we pass that on to our kids and our families.
See, don't start bragging on Jeremy. See, you start bragging on J.J. Williams, and now, he's just an old linebacker from Georgia Southern. Don't brag on him. Jeremy is the owner of the Chick-fil-A on the 200. And really, Angela and her crew at Wawa, don't need you to brag on them either, okay? No, they do great things in our community.
They do.
And the youth, by the way, we're not going to have a community if we don't take care of the youth of this community, because they're the next Cindy's, Tom's, and Patrick's. Without the youth, we have no more community.
Yes.
Well, and it's in my shop, people see the different things that the Boys and Girls Club has given to us, and they start talking about the Boys and Girls Club. You'd be surprised how many successful people spent their youth in a Boys and Girls Club. And they got better at what they were and who they were, and they are who they are because of the Boys and Girls Club. and you see talented individuals like Jamie, and they give their heart to the Boys and Girls Club. That's just the people they are, and that's the people that the Boys and Girls Club graduates. That's who they are. They're givers.
Well, this event coming up, it's a car show this Saturday.
Yes, sir.
Is there still room if somebody's listening to this show and they hadn't heard about it, but they wanted to get their tea bucket involved, or they got a 70 cutlass that they want to bring or something? Is there still a chance to be a part of the car show?
Most definitely. You can go to www.theocalashow.com and get the information and register your vehicle. And we have a new category this year. So we are going to open it up to business wrapped vehicles.
Oh, okay. If you have a business wrapped vehicle, come bring it. So not only do you get to show your car at the car show, but it's free advertising because your business wrapped car will be there.
Exactly.
And now, what's the entry fee if a car wants to be in the show?
So all cars are $25 except for the wrapped vehicles, which are $50.
Right. So $25 for regular cars, $50 for wrapped vehicles. Now, are there going to be vendors on site, food trucks, stuff for the kids to do?
We have got so many fun things to do. So there will be food. There's going to be some axe throwing. So practice and get ready for that.
I'm not bringing my wife to that. Not giving her any ideas.
Well, maybe you should practice.
No. She has handguns.
Oh, okay. Those are not on the list this year.
No, but if I threw an axe at her, she would shoot me. So, see, you're not helping me out here, Cindy.
We're going to have the SWAT vehicles. I don't know if you've ever gotten inside one of those, but those things are huge. We're going to have a barber. He was there last year.
Patrick will need that.
Barbers are very important in my world. I'm telling you. This is radio, but still it's on live. Yeah, I got a skin head, my friend. Here I am. This is the only time you'll see me without a hat.
You had to bring right in front of Patrick. You brought up barbers, didn't you?
Well, he was a good barber.
It looks like it. He took all his hair.
He is, yeah.
He cut all his hair off. Very thorough. Very thorough.
Face painting. We're going to have a great photographer there. And, there's going to be, we have a chalk artist who's coming this year.
Really?
So we have all kinds of Instagram photo opportunities at the car show this year.
And now, give people that may not have heard it the first time, where is it going to be located so people know where to come?
Well, it's going to be at the Warhorse Harley-Davidson at 5331 North Highway 441.
You know, Patrick, Cindy does a great job for us at the Boys and Girls Club, but you can tell she ain't been around here very long. Because she's reading slow, and she's like, does that say North 441? Y'all, she means the Harley dealership going towards Anthony on 441.
Big orange sign, you can't miss it.
Yeah.
And Tom, this show's open to bikes as well. We're going to have choppers there. We're going to have dress bikes. We're going to have cafe bikes. We're going to have slingshots there. There's a slingshot club. Yeah, slingshots are kind of a phenomenon, and they're their own thing. The motorcycle guys, they kind of, I don't know if I like that. The car guys are like, I don't know if I like that. But the slingshot guys, they're into this, and they're going to show up in force. So if you've never seen a slingshot, you need to come and see this at the show. It's going to be terrific.
I don't have a car that would work. I don't have a motorcycle to work, and I'm not going to get a slingshot because my wife won't allow it. So I'm,
You can just come and dream. There's going to be old cars, new cars, lowriders, trucks, jacked up trucks. We're going to have it all. You're putting your Jeep in, aren't you, Cindy? You've got a four-wheel drive Jeep.
Well, then I'd have to wash it, so probably not.
Spoken like a true girl from Tennessee.
Exactly.
Look, ain't no reason if I'm going to take it back out in the mud to wash the mud off if it's already on it.
Very good point.
Well, that's kind of a status symbol, right? You take your truck out in the mud and you leave the mud on it all week so people know that you went, right?
I just used to throw mud on the side of it and act like I went. Somebody says, Tom, who are you kidding? When was the last time? And my Cadillac, I love my Cadillac. I think I washed it 2018, 2019, somewhere around there.
It rains.
It does. That's what I'm saying. It rains in Florida. It knocks the dirt off. So now, are there opportunities still for sponsorship if you don't have a car or anything, but you feel obligated or you feel like a calling on your heart to give money or get your business involved? Is there still an opportunity to do that this late in the game?
Oh, heck yeah.
And you know, with the wrapped category, instead of giving 50, give 500, and then you're a sponsor for the show. Every dime goes to the Boys and Girls Club. You give that $500, we'll put you right up front instead of in the back line with your wrapped vehicle. So you're going to show off your business. Think about it. Where can you get advertising on a Saturday with 500 people for $500? Instead of doing 50, do 500, bring your wrapped truck. We're going to have a great time. 500
people? What, do you think nobody's showing up, Patrick?
I meant 500 cars.
Oh, okay.
I meant 500 cars, Tom. You're right.
Because, I mean, there are going to be people that come to see the cars that aren't going to bring cars. My wife likes car shows. I'm a fan of. We go to car shows all the time because you never know when there's a Cutlass I need to drool over.
I'll bet there'll be a lot of Cutlass 442s there.
I bet there will be.
And you know, we're going to auction off the chief of police. He's going to give away chief for a day, and whoever buys that is going to donate that to a lucky child in the Boys and Girls Club.
Chief for the day.
Chief for the day.
That's just because Mike's lazy and doesn't want to do the job, so he's looking for somebody to do it for him for the day. Let's be honest. Deputy Chief Biondi does all the work anyway. Let's be honest, okay? What does Mike Balkin really do?
He likes to surf. The guy's a surfer.
You know, the only thing he likes to do is come here the first Monday of every month and try to take my show from me. That's what he likes to do. And his wife and my wife like to make me eat keto dinners. That's pretty much. They're like the keto police on me. So, with the Boys and Girls Club, we explain to people, Cindy, just what the Boys and Girls Club is for those that may not know. That when we say the Boys and Girls Club of Marion County, people go, yeah, but it's over there off of College Road, just off College Road in Ocala. How's that Marion County's Boy Club? Explain how many places we have in the county, how many children are served, so people know it's just not the Ocala location.
Yeah, so we have 4 locations. We have a site in Denellen. We have a club in Silver Spring Shores, and our teen club, and then our club on 800 Southwest 12th Avenue.
Yeah, which is right off College Road.
Exactly.
And so, and you service, I think, over 600 children or something like that. In the summer
throughout
times,
the year,
I mean, in the summer times with the summer programs. And by the way, the summer programs and all that are coming up real soon.
They are.
Parents need, some parents can't afford the summer programs and everything, and fundraisers like this help give the less fortunate the opportunity to take advantage of the Boys and Girls Club.
Yes, we don't turn any child away for financial reasons. We have scholarships available, and so that is where this money comes in very handy. Our summer program this year starts June the 6th and runs through July 29th.
So, pretty much the whole time you're out of school.
Exactly.
But for a working family, if they can't afford the high cost of childcare, I'm proud that people say this all the time, laugh at me all the time. I'm proud of 2 things: that I've never smoked cigarettes and I don't have children, because those are 2 of the most expensive things you can do. I mean, they just are. Children are expensive, and daycare and to watch for them, you either have to not work, so that costs money, or if you work, you have to pay for it. And some of those places, $110, $120 a week per child.
Oh, some are more than that. I've seen it as high as $400 a week.
See, that's ridiculous.
That's $20,000 a year.
Yeah.
$100 a week. That's almost $6,000 a year.
Yeah.
Right? Think about that. That's a lot of money for somebody. If you're making a low wage, say you're making less than $30,000 a year, you take $5,000 a year out of your budget. That's a big deal.
Yeah, you take almost a quarter of your budget out. That's a huge deal.
Big deal.
When 50% of your budget usually goes towards housing, take a quarter out for child care. Now you got a quarter to pay all the light bills, the insurance, car payments, or whatever, and food.
Right.
And people say, how can they not make it? Right there. That's how.
Well, and the other thing is, who are you leaving your kids with?
Yeah.
If they go to the Boys and Girls Club, they're going to a safe environment. It's a big deal.
Now, I know that you have some paid employees, but Cindy, talk about how important volunteers are for the Boys and Girls Club.
Oh, we love our volunteers. We just celebrated our volunteers a week or two ago with the ice cream party, which is always fun. But we love for people to come out and share their passions and their talents with our kids. You know, a lot of our kids don't get outside of like a 5-mile area. And so when we can bring opportunities to them, it just makes their world a whole lot bigger.
Now calm down. There ain't a whole lot wrong with not getting outside the area. I've lived, except for the time I was in graduate school in Boone, North Carolina, I've lived within 15 miles of 301 all my life. So calm down. It ain't that bad a deal. Because where 301 and US 1 come together in Callahan, that's where I'm from.
Yeah.
I live near 301 now, and in Ocala always have. Statesboro, 301 goes right through Statesboro. So, see, 301's my friend. So don't what are the age groups that are serviced by the Boys and Girls Club?
So we serve kids ages 6 through 18 that are in school.
6 to 18 that are in school. Now, does homeschooling count?
Yes, sir.
So if you are in homeschool, you can take advantage of the Boys and Girls Club as well.
Yes, sir.
Now, a lot of kids graduate out of the program at 18. They go off to college and everything. Do you find that a lot of those children, those young adults, come back and give back to the Boys and Girls Club when they come home from school? They come and they volunteer during the summers and stuff like that. Do you see a lot of that return?
So my very first club was in Benton, Tennessee, and they just built a new gymnasium. So I went back and visited and saw their new gym, and there was 2 young men who were in elementary school when I was there, who were then working at the club. And when I asked them, you know, why are you working at the club? What made you want to stay here? And they were both like, well, this is our home. You know, we both had really hard home lives growing up, and this is where we found our home to be, and we wanted other kids to feel the same way.
You know, Patrick, one of the things I like about the Boys and Girls Club is the educational aspect of it. That they have tutors there, and they have people to help kids with their study time, and they have people to help the children learn about the needs of the computer generation, but also they help them learn about the traps and the troubles of the computer world and everything. It's a new part of the Boys and Girls Club that, once again, they're filling a gap that maybe parents don't have the opportunity to fill because maybe they don't have a personal computer at home, or maybe they don't have the time because they come home from work dead tired and they got to get food on the table and all. So the Boys and Girls Club has gotten to the 21st century and doing a great job of trying to help kids navigate the 21st century just like they did the 20th century.
Well, you know, and that was something, we just had a meeting for the Car Club show, and or the show at the Boys and Girls Club. And Cindy, you were showing off the new equipment. What are some of those things? 'Cause I'm not into computer games, but you've got some of
Patrick's
the brand
not
new
computer
games
literate,
ready
is what
to
he's
go,
telling me.
right?
We did. So Hell Products partnered with us this year and provided us some funding to purchase a green screen and all the lights, a Mac computer so that we can do photo editing and music, and a new drone to take videos and pictures, and some game systems that everybody's saying, where did you get those? I can't find one anywhere. So we're moving up.
Now, that drone, do the kids fly that drone?
Yeah.
You really?
So we're teaching the kids how to fly the drone and take the videos and the pictures and then take it into our new media room to, you know, put together websites and...
Now, what is the green screen? Because you talked about a green screen and the drone. The drone must take pictures outside, and then what does the green screen do with that?
Well, you'll have to ask the 6-year-olds, but the green screen is used to show pictures, make it look like they're in another place.
So you can transport them.
Yeah,
so
you can.
Their imagination, they can go anywhere.
Totally,
You can take a picture at the mall, put it on in a software program, have the kids stand at the green screen, and they can be at the food court at the mall.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah.
So these kids are going to know how to produce shows, how to make videos. You know, videos are so effective in my business. You know, everybody wants to see it. They don't want, you know, they want to hear it, but they also want to see it.
Well,
you know?
videos also could hurt your business, Patrick, because I know somebody who needed a blower motor replaced in their air conditioning in their smart car, and instead of taking it to a shop to do it, she just watched a YouTube video and replaced her own blower motor in her air conditioner. So see, you don't want everybody looking at YouTube videos, Patrick, on how to fix their own car. You don't want that.
You know what we usually find? The person, and no offense, you did a great job, but the people usually start their own project and they do the YouTube video, and then they call Patrick and they say, Patrick, I'm stuck. I can't fix this. Can you help me?
Look, Patrick, you know my dad was a mechanic. I've told you this story.
Yes.
My dad was a mechanic till he passed away.
Yep.
And he used to have a sign hanging in his shop. Labor hours, and this was a long time ago, labor hours, $35. Labor hours, if you started the project first, $75.
Well, and you know, we find that a lot with classic cars. People have classic cars and they think, oh, I know how to work on those. When I was a kid, I could do that. Mm-hmm. Well, now that kid is 70 years old and they start working on these classic cars and they call Patrick and they say, hey, I need your help, bud. I can't do this.
Speaking of classic cars, that's why we're here. There is a car show, Modern Muscle and Classic Muscle. And tell everybody again when the car show is, where it is, and how they can get in touch.
So it is April 30th from 8 o'clock to 1 o'clock. You can check out the website at www.theocalashow.com, and it's at the Harley-Davidson.
And is it free admission for non-car members, people that are just coming to see the cars?
Yes, we want a good crowd. We want a good crowd. There's going to be a variety of cars out there. Bring your kids.
$25 for cars, $50 if it's a business-wrapped car. There's still plenty of opportunities for cars and people, and there's opportunities for sponsorship. Tell them how they can find it. If they want to do a sponsorship, what do they need to do at this late hour to get in touch with you to give you some sponsorship money?
So feel free to call our administrative office at 352-690-7440. And we're also going to have a live auction that day, a 50-50, and a raffle.
Well, very good. Maybe we can auction off Patrick. Although his puppy probably wouldn't be happy with that. His puppy wouldn't be happy with that. Thanks so much for coming in today.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Tom.
We'll talk to y'all soon, and we'll see you at the car show.
Yes, sir.
We'll be right back. Time for Just Shipped. Susan is in the building. 1370 AM, 96.3 FM. This is WOCA, The Source.
Broadcasting from the Ocala International Airport, this is WOCA AM, W242CA FM, Ocala, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
It's time for Farm and Ranch headlines on the
USA Radio News with Lance Pry.
Emmanuel Macron has won France's presidential election, fending off a challenge from candidate Marine Le Pen on Sunday's runoff vote. Macron took 58.5% of Sunday's vote, making him the first French leader to be re-elected in 20 years. He and Le Pen advanced to the runoff after finishing in first and second place, respectively, among 12 candidates who ran in the first round back on April 10th. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken and Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin met with Ukraine's President Zelensky in Kyiv Sunday. American officials told reporters the United States will be sending more weapons and will return diplomats. It should be noted the Biden administration has not had an ambassador to Ukraine. That should be changing very soon. United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres will be visiting with Zelensky and Russian President Vladimir Putin separately next week. USA Radio News.
Balance of Nature's fruits and vegetables in a capsule, changing the world one life at a time.
I have religiously taken the Balance of Nature. I haven't missed one day, and I'm loving the product. I feel better. My wife has noticed that I felt better. And I've noticed that I want to get up and go piddle in the garage and, do something that doesn't matter to anybody on earth but me. But I have the energy to where I want to do that. So I really think Balance of Nature is helping me.
Get a wide variety of all your daily recommended servings of whole fruits and vegetables without having to leave your home. Right now, Balance of Nature is offering free shipping and 35% off on any new preferred order. Call 800-2468-751. That's 800-2468-751. Or by going to balanceofnature.com and make sure to receive this special radio offer by using discount code USA.
It's time for Farm and Ranch headlines on the Southeast AgNet. I'm Tyron Spearman reporting. Peanut planting season is upon us, and peanut farmers are being warned to not get in a hurry. Increased speed can cause skippy and non-uniform stands, according to the peanut specialist. They said if you plant in non-irrigated peanuts, make sure you do not apply the moisture at the right way. In dry land, remember to irrigate at least 1/3 to 1/5 inch before planting. Adding cold water from irrigation after planting in hot or dry conditions can shock your peanuts and lead to erratic germination and skippy stands. Remember, weed control is important. Try to plant in a clean field and stay ahead of any problems. On the marketing side, contracts are still stuck around that $500, $525 per ton. No changes in the April figures compared to last year. They said that exports will be down 12% for the coming year. Total supply of peanuts will be enough domestically, but a lot of farmers are planting corn, and that may decrease the number of acres of peanuts that are available. USDA estimates the ending stocks will be 1.1 million tons next year, and domestic food use of peanuts and peanut butter will rise only 1%. So planting time is here, and we hope everybody gets those peanuts in the seed, and we can record the acres and get a good crop coming our way.
The Environmental Quality Incentives Program, or EQIP, is a continuous sign-up program allowing landowners or operators to apply for financial and technical assistance from many types of conservation practices. And USDA's Natural Resources Conservation Service in Florida has made it easy to get more details. Just log on to www.fl.nrcs.usda.gov. You'll find links to more detailed information on the overall EQIP program, or simply stop by your local NRCS office.
I'm Tyron Spearman for Southeast AgNet.
While we may disagree a lot, we do agree Rural King's our favorite place for spring planting.
Yeah, but we've got to focus. Roses, a couple flats of impatiens, and a spade.
A shovel? I'm thinking tiller.
Oh, we do not need a tiller.
Wait, a mower. Those new zero turns are sweet.
Focus. Roses, mulch, shovel, impatiens.
Jeez, talk about impatient.
Can I help you?
Yeah, chainsaws.
Let's go.
I'm almost done mowing this section.
Ridiculous.
When it really counts, depend on the source for the latest weather updates, keeping you ahead of the storm. 96.3 FM, 1370 AM, The Source.
We'll have plenty of sunshine today. High today 86 to 90, then becoming clear this evening. Low tonight 62 to 67. Tuesday will be sunny to partly cloudy. High tomorrow 87 to 90, then partly sunny skies on Wednesday. High on Wednesday 87 to 90. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Holly Holdren.
You know what you want to do in retirement, but do you know how to get there? Join Gary and Don Crawford of Pinnacle Retirement Advisors for Retirement with Pinnacle, Saturday mornings at 9 to get answers to your retirement planning questions. Plan today so you can do the things you've always dreamt about doing in retirement. Don't miss Retirement with Pinnacle with Gary and Don Crawford, Saturday mornings at 9. Firm offers insurance services. Investment advisory services offered only by duly registered individuals through AE Wealth Management, LLC.
This hour of Ocala Talks is brought to you in part by Blockers Furniture. Go see all their specials at blockersfurniture.com.
This is Ocala Talks with Tom Schmidt, bringing stories that are important to our community in and around Ocala. Plus, of course, a splash of sports as well. Now, here's your host, Tom.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks on a